Welcome to the Shelley Studio, 25 Days of Christmas. Today I'm doing something a little bit different. I saw a image on Pinterest and I wanted to recreate it. I didn't have any wood, so I am doing this out of cardboard. So right now I'm just, without a ruler, I'm just kind of measuring out the letters to Noel out of cardboard, and then I'll cut them out with my X-Acto knife. So I am doing this about 4 times the normal speed, just so that I can get it all in there in a reasonable amount of time. So I'm just creating the E right now, just trying to decide what size I want it, what kind of shape I want it to look like. I'm giving it a few curves. And then now this part is for the N in Noel. I'm just gonna cut out 3 strips of the cardboard. End up cutting 4. I don't know, maybe I just wanted a spare just in case one was crooked. It looks like I'm cutting this really fast, but I am cutting it really quite slowly to make sure that my line is pretty straight. This probably would have been simpler to go out and just buy the letters at a craft store, but this is the budget version. There we go. So now we have our N. I think I just realized I don't need the 4th piece. So there's the N. And now we're going to cut out the E. I'm sorry, I am just using a TV tray for my art table right now, and it does wiggle a little bit, especially when I push on it as hard as I'm pushing on that X-Acto knife. There we go. Finally got that piece out of there. And that is a cutting mat behind, just to protect my craft mat from any stray slices of the knife. Trying to make sure I actually cut it and not tear it, so that it'll, I don't know, the quality of the piece will look better, I think. I'm just giving me my rounded corners with the scissors. And there's my E. And the O is going to be a wreath, so this is the L we're working on. I don't know if any of you guys have seen this one on Pinterest, but I thought it was really cute. Just don't compare me, please. Because it won't be as good as that. There we go, we have our L. Alright, so now that we've got all of our pieces, at least for 3 of the letters, trimming up a little bit, had a stray piece of cardboard. Now for the N, it kind of had a spackledy look, so I'm using the thick gel medium and just dabbing it on, creating kind of a rough texture on it. And I'll just do that with all 3 pieces and just let it dry. Okay, so I'm going to set those aside, let them dry, and we're going to the L. Okay, so for the L, I am using the molding paste. So I'm just gonna, I started putting the gel medium on there, and I'm like, yeah, that's not what I want. So we're putting the molding paste on there. I'm gonna make it a little thick, and then I have a texture tool that's made out of an eraser. I just took an X-Acto knife to it and gave it some teeth, but it's soft, and we'll put some wood grain in here. I decided to do the one section and then go to the other section because this molding paste is drying really fast. It must be my dry climate. Here I put wood grain on there. Even give it kind of a mitered corner, a mitered joint at the L. Alright, so on the E, I put some molding paste around the grooves to kind of cover up the holes on the E, but in the end, you can still see them, so I didn't show you how that was done because it really took a lot of time and it wasn't very effective. And this is what color is this? It is raw umber. That's what I thought it was. I want brown underneath on the first layer so that it'll look like we're doing something to wood. Make sure I get all the edges so there's none of the white showing, or any of the cardboard showing for that matter. Now we're going back to the N. The gel medium's mostly dry, and now I'm just blotting on some black gesso, still trying to create texture but to cover up most of the cardboard with black. Give it a base of something so that it's not the brown cardboard. Here I'm going along, just kind of filling up those cardboard holes. And I just go through and do all the edges the same way. Okay, and now with the L, while the black is drying, I am just doing a layer of gesso over the molding paste just to try and firm it up a little bit and give me a surface to paint on that I'm familiar with and will be comfortable doing. And I'm using a really, really soft brush because I don't want to push down on that molding paste. I want to keep all the ridges that are there. You'll see later when I come back with the brown, it works pretty well to make the wood texture. And again, just going over all the cardboard edges just to hide any of the brown so that it doesn't show on the sides. Okay, and we'll set that aside to dry. Okay, so now we're bringing back the E. I think it was still a little bit wet, so we're going back to the black. And this is just a silver metallic paint. It's a Martha Stewart silver. And just brushing over that so this piece looks a little bit metallic. Okay, now back to the E. With this one I'm using some craft paint. I believe the first color I tried was off-white. This one I think is vanilla. They look about the same. And I'm just trying to do a dry brush, but my brush isn't very dry, so I'm blotting it off with a paper towel. Just kind of like a paint in distress sort of look. Put it on, rub it off, put it on, rub it off. And let's give it one more just to lighten up the center areas. Just so it looks like it's been painted and then maybe distressed around the edges. It's kind of the look I was going for. It's funny, it looks a lot whiter in person than it does on the video. It looks very off-white on the video. Alright, now we're back to the L, and I am using, well, here I'm trying to use, I think this is just an oxide brown, and I'm using a makeup sponge, and so you can see that wood grain texture look. And I'm sorry it cut out, but you'll see the image in the end. I think the battery died, so now I've moved to my cell phone to videotape this. I just have it propped on my tripod. I don't have a holder for it. So right now I'm just trying to make a wreath with these sort of bead sprigs. Just twisting it around, winding it around. Get that together. And then we have our O for Noel. And once I get this together, I will mount it to the wall. And here it is. I hope you enjoyed this one. It was a lot of fun to do, a little bit different than my normal. If you liked it, please hit like and comment, and if you'd like to see more from me, please subscribe. Thanks for watching.